You don't have to crash out. All you got to do is accept the fact that I want a divorce, and that's it. I don't want to
give a fuck about your divorce, and I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about that. What I'm mad about is the fuck that you're ungrateful. What I'm mad about is the fact that nothing is ever good enough for you. What I'm mad about is the fact that you can't even accept the fact that you got a good ass, not none cheating ass.
I don't care about cheating.
Yeah,
I don't. That don't side with finances.
You want the drama, that's what you want.
No, I don't. How you
drama, bro?
All right, my friends. So this is going to be a quick take on this argument that has been going viral lately. I saw Mr. Anton Daniels commented on it earlier, and he took a different take than I would have. I've had 2 of my subscribers who sent me the same video, so I just feel like I'm obligated to comment on it. And the reason I decided to do it is simply because I see this argument from a different point of view. I am going to address it more from a man who's married, who's seen these arguments, who's been through these arguments. And I want to educate men who are going to inevitably go through these arguments, whether you're married or not. You're going to go through this exact argument. So I'm glad that this sister actually recorded it. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. So I want to break down some of the argument itself, because Brother Anton pretty much just relegated this to a woman being disrespectful. She's recording it, and the fact that she's recording it shows that she's actually checked out of the marriage. But that's the surface of it. I want to go a little deeper into it. All right. So my friends, hit the like button on this video. You're going to like this one. It's not going to be a long one, but it's going to be rich. It's going to come with a lot of bloody good information. Okay. Subscribe if you haven't, and let's get into it. So what has transpired so far, and what I see in this video, is a woman who is airing her dirty laundry out to the entire world. This has become part of the normal course of event for the younger generation. They have an audience and they want attention, especially the women, right? Because the society that we have created make women feel that any little degree of uncomfortableness, they are right. So she feels comfortable to air this out here. The husband don't know that this is being recorded. So when Anton says, oh, she's recording it, basically means that the relationship is over. I don't think that's necessarily so. I think that this is just the way the new generation thinks. And it's simply all about attention and likes. That's it. And because we have a society and women who are constantly freaking saying, yeah, girl, you're right. But none of these women that I saw in the comment section have ever said to her, listen, young lady, don't put your freaking marriage out online so that other people can influence your behavior. Now, the man said initially that she's selfish. We have to look at these things. The mere fact that she has her marriage out on the internet shows that she's selfish. The fact that I hear a baby in the background shows that she don't care about the child. It's all about emotions. Number 3, gentlemen, and be very cognizant of this. Do not try to argue with a woman in an emotional state. One of the reasons why we're taught as men to stay stoic is because when we argue with women and go into their emotional state, that's where they're very comfortable. They're very comfortable getting, do not go there with her. Don't do that. You walk away from that shit and say, listen, when you calm down, we'll have a proper discussion. But I'm not going to talk to you with this kind of attitude. Now, this is black woman's greatest MO right here. Just bombard him with freaking noise. Don't give him any chance to freaking talk. Just railroad him with whatever. Just insult the shit out of him, telling him everything that's wrong with him. But she married him and she got a baby with him. But because the black community is so damn comfortable with being single mothers, she is literally very comfortable to go into single mama mode.
Son, your father or your husband?
My son. I'm putting my son first. My father, then my husband.
My son. And then my daddy. And then my husband.
My son. And then who?
My father, then my husband.
Why the husband last? Let me know something.
Because regardless if me and him together or not, my daddy and my son gonna be there. So fuck it.
Your
Son and husband. Or my son, my husband, then my daddy.
My son, my father, and my husband, yeah.
Okay, why y'all put husband last? Let me know something.
I love my daddy and I love my son. Okay.
I birthed my son. Why wouldn't he be first? And my daddy, like, that's my daddy. Come on. You my husband.
Husband, son, father. I feel like if I get married,
My husband is supposed to be like the head of the house. That's supposed to be, the leader or whatever. In the end, yeah.
And make that man's child another black man's problem. And you wonder why we won't marry black women? Woo! Let's get a little bit more into it.
How about I don't want no
Bro, you want drama?
Nah.
You want drama, bro? Thank you.
Nah.
You right this whole time. You want drama.
I don't want no drama. I want that's gonna help me financially from beginning to end, not get comfortable throughout the time and then be like,
comfortable.
Because
you supposed to just turn around in 3 months, man. I don't
and then
sell
he be
drugs.
like, well, I'm trying. I can't tell you I'm trying.
Yes. Look at how she grooms her hair and she's constantly freaking playing to the camera. She knows that she got to stay calm in front of the camera. He don't know he's being recorded, so he's just freaking letting his emotions fly. She's not going to get too ratchet because she's playing to an audience. He thinks that he's safe in his house having a freaking argument with his wife, which is normal. I've had screaming matches with my wife before. We all do. We all freaking do. Then we calm down and then we come together and we say, all right, you know what? That didn't get anywhere, but at least if we feel a little bit better because we've expressed it. That's part of human nature, man. But she's playing for the camera. He isn't. So you're going to hear his emotional part a lot more pronounced than hers. She's playing. So now she's insulting him on camera. She's disrespectful to her husband. Not only is she airing the shit online, but she's actually saying disrespectful things. The man is saying 3 months isn't enough time for him to get his money together. Listen, gentlemen, when these women say, oh, I don't mind supporting and holding down my man, it's a lie. They're not prepared to hold you down. They will support you for a very short time. 3 months, but after 3 months, no, baby, no. You want to build your business on the side on her time? Yeah, I give you 3 months. After that, no. It usually don't even last beyond 3 months.
I don't know. Y'all might not like me for this, but I'm going to say it. Okay? The biggest thing you can do, the biggest L you could take is fumbling your man while he's trying to get his shit together. I'm not talking about a bum ass. Okay? I'm not talking about one of them. I'm talking about a man who genuinely has a plan, who knows where he's going. Okay? He might not have it all together, but he's on his way there. Okay? And the worst thing you could do as a woman is fumble that shit. Okay? Yeah, I know. Oh, it's a give and take holding the man down because there's no guarantee that he'll still be there once he get on his feet or get to where he wants to be at. That's why you have to go for character. Okay? Choose your man with a good character. How they look, money they got, you better get with some character. Cause hear me out. Y'all be quick to hold it down while he in jail, like be locked up 8-9 months. Oh babe, I ain't going nowhere. This is yours. This shit don't lie. Daughter this, daughter that. Can't nobody me. Let a man try to get his shit together. You ain't paying my bills. You ain't doing this. I can't with you. Like, yo, you gotta pick your battles. You gotta pick your battles and choose wisely, okay? Get a man with some good character, and you ain't gotta worry about it. You'll be set for life. You don't have nothing. Lock in with that man. If he doing what he supposed to do, lock in. Yeah. I mean, I'm just a messenger. I don't know.
It's all about the money for these women. That's the problem with modern women. Seriously speaking, let's be realistic about it, right? Which business can you build and become successful in 3 months where you now freaking making a shitload of money that the woman can just say, okay, I supported him and now we're in the payday. 3 months. Profits. None. Unless you're selling freaking drugs. But no legal business will do that, my friend.
You're going to be like, what you mean you trying? You be at work every day. How the bills they pay? What you doing? You trying what?
If I'm going to work every day and I'm building a business on the side, how is it that I'm not doing How is it that I'm too comfortable if I'm still doing something for now and I'm still working on something for my future?
So he's going to work and he's building a business on the side, but because it's going slow, she don't have the patience. These women don't have long-term strategies, my friend. Women cannot see the future. They're not prepared to support the man. It's a lie when you hear a woman say, I'll be there to support my man. Number one, brother, you should never have had a child with this woman before you had built yourself. More than likely, she had the child, you didn't want it. You had sex. You didn't freaking had sex to procreate. You had sex for pleasure. But all of a sudden, she now has you with a child. You're married to this woman and you're screwed. Listen, I've been an entrepreneur since I was 19. I think YouTube is business number 14 or 15. I lost count. Most of the business failed. But I made some money, moved on. But the point I'm trying to make is I never relied on a woman to freaking support any of my business. None. So what you have to understand, my friend, all of you gentlemen who are watching, I would recommend building your business first before you even think about getting involved with a woman. Because a woman will become a burden. The possibilities of her being an asset to you are slim to none. She will be a liability to you. I met a brother in the gym this morning. He's married to his wife, and he's helping her build her business. But there's that slight sense of, she don't give him any credit for that. She's very comfortable taking his support, but not giving him any credit for it. So he was voicing his opinion to me this morning. And I said, yeah, you got to point it out to her. Because women automatically think that that's your role. But the minute you don't support her, because he said, man, I wash dishes, I clean the house, I make sure while she's doing her thing. And she don't really realize that that's what he's doing. Plus, he's doing his other job as well. And he makes significantly more than she does, and he supports her business financially. But he feels he don't get any thank yous. So he points it out to her, and he asked me should he do that. I said, yeah, you have to. Because if you don't point it out to her, then she thinks that this is just something that just should occur, and it doesn't trigger in her brain that that's what you're doing. But the minute you fail or cannot do that for her, then she will automatically notice that. Then you're a deadbeat. Then you are not supporting. Then you are not doing that. But when you point it out, you know that, hey, you remember when I pointed this out to you, what I did, blah, blah, blah. And it sounds petty, but unfortunately, this is the reality of freaking marriages in today's modern society. Women are always just complaining about, what are you doing for me now? They have no long-term strategy in mind. So this is what we got to look and listen to what these women are saying. The argument is part of it. She shouldn't have aired her dirty laundry online. Listen, I'm going to play a little bit more of this. I mean, it's just two people talking over each other. But you got to listen to some of the words so that you can understand the frustration coming from both sides.
How is that getting too comfortable when I'm doing two things at once?
He told me I need to do stuff on the side, make faster money, do this, do that, so that way I can subside with my job that I'm doing. But my job pays the bills. I can't go find a side hustle because then I'm going to burn myself out. So I can't do both. You have more free time than me. The job you work is a come and go. You can pick your hours. I can't do that.
Okay, because that's what you chose. You chose that.
Yeah, because I need something consistent. I don't need something to tell me when I can get on and get off and then all it is. Like, you have a cap. I don't have a cap. Okay, so how we gonna get this paid? How we gonna get it paid? How we gonna get it paid? On time. Exactly. I gotta figure this out. I gotta figure it out. All alone. Or 401k. No that.
And I'm not trying to figure it out, you wanna?
I don't got time to keep hearing you figure it out.
You take on all the responsibility, right? You one of the only going through right? You one of the only one dealing with some right? And this is exactly what the I mean by you're selfish. How the
if I'm selfish, I'm selfish. Yep, 189 hours. It is what it is. It ain't nothing new. That's just what I gotta do.
Up here and cry and say,
go smoke, because that's what you need. Go smoke. Yeah, go smoke. Yeah, because that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do.
I am smoking.
That's what he do anyway. Go smoke.
I am smoking.
Go smoke. Outside, please. Somebody come be with him. Just come get him.
This is what men complain about all the time. This is the absolute opposite of what men want. If a man has to come into his house and deal with this on a daily basis, that is why men are running from marriages. This is exactly what men are talking about. This is what happens when you make your woman or meet a woman who makes more money than you. You will have no peace, gentlemen. Do not build your woman above you. This is what will happen. And it sounds bad. Don't support your wife. Why? Why? Because this is what will happen, especially in the black community. Because they've been told that men ain't shit. Don't get me wrong. This happens in the white community as well. This happens in every freaking community. Every single community. If the woman is making more money than you while you're building, she's not there to freaking support you. She's there to dominate your ass. She's rarely an asset. She's a liability. So I understand this man's frustration. Now he got to go smoke just to freaking calm his nerves down. Whether that's herb or whether that's a cigarette, it is irrelevant. The man is to his wit's end because this is his ultimate freaking nightmare. So when you hear women say, yeah, I can cook and I can clean, I can be his piece and I can support him, bullshit. This is what modern women bring to freaking relationships. And I'm glad that she's putting it out there. So now that I have identified the problems, let me tell you, it's no sense even playing anymore. It's just going to be about, here's how you solve this. Please listen to this, my friends. Any couples out there who are going through this shit, please listen. You're going to blow up. You're going to express yourself. That's inevitable. You're going to have arguments. That's inevitable. But you got to ultimately just calm down and say, that's my man. That's the father of my kids. I'm not going to get any better. If I go out on these streets, I'm going to be a single mom, and there's not going to be any man that's going to freaking take care of me. That's the man I fell in love with. That's the man I gave a chance to. I need to make this work. How do I solve this problem? Shouting isn't going to do it. You need to sit down rationally and discuss a strategy and a plan with your man. Brothers, you have to stay stoic. I know a lot of you have never grown up with a father to see stoicism. Stoicism basically means that you keep yourself calm. Don't go in her emotional state. I can hear that man never had a father in the house because he's cackling just like a woman. No, you got to learn to calm yourself. Come back in that position where you say, hey, babes, we're in a bad spot right now. The bills are too high. All right. Can we look at moving into a 1-bedroom for 1 year, 2 years, so that we can cut our bills in half? Because right now we're living in a 2-bedroom and we need to cut the bills. Let's cut the bills down. You can see the potential with my business, right? You can see that this can grow, right? Let's cut the bills down so it takes some pressure off of you. Hey, man, we can do it. Just let's make some sacrifices now. Take the pressure off of us and then put some more effort into the business. So we've decreased our expenses and we work harder on increasing our income. And we can do that for 2 or 3 years. We can do that, man. We can do that. No? And then once you establish some sort of base where you can actually move forward, where she can see it, you can see it, and you work together from that perspective. Because in reality, if she keeps feeling this sort of pressure where she needs to pay the bills and nothing is going towards getting rid of problems, you're going to be in the same boat 3, 4, 5 years from now. She wants out right now. She's stupid for even thinking that. You should never even think about that. If you got a child with a man, you don't freaking think about leaving, lady. Don't. Because there's one thing about paying 80% of the bills and paying 100%. Because landlord don't give a shit about you paying 80% of the rent. The bank don't give a shit about you paying 80% of the loan. The car lease, they don't care about 80%. They want a freaking 100% every single month. Because the second you give 80% for a couple of months, you're screwed. So it's better to keep the man in the house. If that man is contributing 20% right now, stick with that man. Because at least 100% of the bills are paid. You got a roof over your head. The child is fed. Everything is okay. You're not making any money. You're not going forward. But if you slash it, then you'll be in a better position. Listen, man, when I was growing up, my father had 4 kids in the house. We lived in a 2-bedroom home. 4 kids and him and my mom. We made it work. We made it freaking work. And he just built the house slowly as we got older. You guys got to get it together. Because I can tell you, you're better together than you are apart. Mark my words. That's the best lesson I can give you from an older man. Listen, guys, if you know of any couples out there that are going through a shit time, you guys need to share this video. Because what I've just told you can apply to every single couple out there who's struggling. And I know a lot of you are struggling. But don't freaking break up, man. Do not divorce. It will get ugly. So, my friends, hit the like button, subscribe, pick up my Content Creators Toolkit. Until tomorrow, remember, whenever in doubt, always, always ask an older man. See you soon. Cheers.